So guys, it's actually weekend, okay? So I said let me just grab some profit on BTC USD. So this is BTC USD, as you can see. Why did I enter this trade? It is because the market has already formed a W pattern. If you don't know, if you're a price action trader, W pattern simply means that the market has lost selling momentum and is about to start buying. So I spotted this that looks like it's not even looking like it's actually a double bottom. So and the market has formed a W pattern. So I said, okay, this is time for me to capitalize. So I mapped out my zone and I jumped in. So this is me drawing W pattern, at least to really show that it is really W pattern. So I was able to pick the tools and I drew the W pattern successfully. So I saw that it was okay. I drew it from this. Then I spotted where I'm supposed to take my profit. So okay, if the market has reached it, the market will somehow go back to take at that higher high, that previous high where the market was coming from. So when I set that place to be my TP, so this is it. So this was how I did it. As you can see, this is a perfect W structure. If you're a price action trader, you don't need indicator to tell you this. With your naked eye, you can be able to spot the chart, and then you make your profit from it. So after doing this, I started adding more positions. I add. Though I didn't show that part, but I kept adding because added, as you can see, I kept adding because I was confident. And this is how it goes. Okay, so I kept adding, and boom, few hours later we were running in profit. Is it few hours? Few minutes later, because it was not even up to hour, we're running in massive profit. Okay, this is it. The profit was boom. I didn't even expect it. So we kept adding. So I waited for the market to break a certain structure. So there was this structure the market was looking as if we call it the counter trend line. Okay, so I drew a counter trend line and waited for the market to break that counter trend line and give me a strong move to the upside before I cannot add another position. So this is me waiting for the market to break the counter trend line. So I have to delete some of the lines so I don't get confused. So I will know the one I'm looking at. So the one you're seeing there is the one we call the counter trend line. The one that diagonal line I just drew is the one we call the counter trend line. Now, if the market breaks that counter trend line, it's an indication that the market will go up. So if you're someone that trade break and retest strategy, so what you do, you wait for market to break the counter trend line and then come back to retest it. Then you can now jump in. So I waited for the market to break the counter trend line, come back to retest it. You can see what I'm saying here. So after breaking the counter trend line, the market came back and retest that line. So I had the opportunity to jump in for a second time, and boom, this is the profit we've been making. Okay, it is simple. Trading forex is simple. It's just that you are the one making things complicated. Okay, it's actually simple if you understand and know what you're doing. Okay, I've talked about consistency in my video. You learn to be consistent and do one thing. If you can trade just one pattern and one structure, always wait for your setup. Once your setup forms, you are free to jump in. Trading too much pace or trading entering too many trades in one day will not help you. But if you can spot your setup, even if it appears just once in a day, then you trade only that setup. It will help you a lot. Then from this.